Okay, on this video, we're still simplifying polynomials. This time we're going to need to factor it first. So we'll simplify it by factoring, and it says use greatest common factor factoring. Okay, so we'll be factoring out a number out of the top and the bottom and then reducing that. Okay, so looking at the top, what number can we factor out of both of those, the 6 and the 12? I'm looking at the 6 and the 12. What number goes into both of those? The biggest number that goes into both of those is a 6. So we can factor out a 6, and recall that factoring means divide, right? So what I'm actually doing when I factor out is dividing that one by a 6 and dividing that one by a 6, okay? So the first one, the 6u divided by 6, the 6's cancel, you're left with u. And then the second one is 12 divided by 6, which is 2. So that's the top factored, okay? Now the bottom factored, okay, I am going to factor out a number that goes into both of those. The biggest number that goes into 5 and 10 is a 5, but I'm also going to factor out one of the u's. We can factor out a u because they both have a u to give. This one has a u squared. Okay, so I'll factor out a 5u, okay, and then that will leave me with, if I divide, remember this is dividing, so I'm dividing by 5u on both of these, okay, to get the bottom. Okay, so 5u squared divided by 5u is just u. And then 10u divided by 5u is 2. Okay, so notice when we did that, we've got a common factor on top and bottom. So there we go. Get rid of that by reducing, and you're left with 6 over 5u as your answer. Okay, next question. So we need a number that divides in on the top to both 8 and 12. The biggest number that goes into both is a 4. So I'll put a 4 out here. And since they both have an x to give, I'll factor out a 4x. So we're dividing each one of these terms by 4x and by 4x. Okay? So 8x squared divided by 4x. Well, first of all, 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay, and then x squared divided by x is just x. And then on this one, we have minus, and 12 divided by 4 is 3, and the x's go away. So 2x minus 3 after we factor out a 4x. On bottom, looks like a 4x is what we're dividing out of that too. They both have an x to give, and the biggest number that goes into 4 and 8 is a 4, so 4x again. Okay, so I put the 4x out front. It means I'm dividing, so 4x squared divided by 4x. The 4's go away, and there's left, one of the x's goes away, and one x is left, okay? And then minus 8x, so here's my minus. 8x divided by 4x is 2, okay? So notice that we do have something we can reduce. There's a 4x on both top and bottom. So since those are alike, we can get rid of them. You get 2x minus 3 over x minus 2, and there's my answer, okay? Let's do the last one. Okay, so we're looking for a number that divides into both 9 and 6. The biggest number is 3. And since they both have a v to give, I'll factor out a 3v, which means I am dividing these by 3v, right? Dividing both of those terms by 3v. Okay, so 9 divided by 3 is 3, and v squared divided by v leaves a v. Okay, and then here's the negative for the 6, and then 6 divided by 3 is 2, and the v's will cancel each other out. Okay, that's the top. Now let's look on bottom. It looks like it's going to be a 3v again that we're factoring out. So I'll divide 3v on both of these, and then I'll put a 3v out front here. What's left? Okay, the 3's go away. V squared divided by v is just v. And then on this one, here's the minus. 15 divided by 3 is 5, and the v's go away. Now, we have a common factor on top and bottom. It's the 3v's. So we will get 3v minus 2 on top and v minus 5 on bottom. And that is it.